is to offset the power of China by strengthening North America's connection to several of China's neighbors. And the deal has been crafted in a way to eventually include others, like South Korea, Indonesia, the Philippines, Taiwan, Laos, Colombia, and Thailand. But until then, an initial agreement still must be finalized among the first 12 countries involved, with the legislature of each country needing to pass a vote to accept the TPP's terms and ratify their membership. If successful, trying a transatlantic partnership with the Europeans will follow. Thanks for watching. If you learned a bit about the TPP, hit that like button to help share this video.
Very summarize it, right? So, okay, this is just a summary of TPP. And then I'm going to show you this one is what is interesting for US Japan. Just Abe's speech. Okay, just
one of the biggest economic fights taking place behind the scenes in Washington and around the country this year is a battle over a far-reaching new trade deal. That agreement could translate into hundreds of billions of dollars in business. Japan's leaders spent yesterday at the White House and today on Capitol Hill. It was the first time a Japanese prime minister has ever addressed a joint meeting of Congress.
I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you for inviting me.
And it came at a critical moment in the fight to establish a sweeping U.S. trade deal with 11 Pacific Rim nations, not including China. Once enforced, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPP, would account for about 40% of the world's economic output. It's aimed at opening up trade by...
A TPP goes far beyond just economic benefits. It is also about our security. Let us bring
everybody really knows.
successful
But his English is no problem.
Our joint
Right?
leadership.
Everybody understand. That's one.
But first, President...
Everybody understand. Before I just watched this one. I criticized his presentation too slow, but I just have a look before this presentation. No problem. It's very good.
He studied in US.
Huh?
He studied in US.
Oh really? I didn't know that,
so,
but
yeah.
this is very good.
整形の時に行ったの。
Really, he studied in the States? Okay, and this one is titled "The Dirtiest Trade Deals." Is somebody said, but this one is some criticized deal for the TPP. And TPP could cost us our internet freedom, labor rights, access to affordable medicine, and medicine is very good, getting more high expensive. The safety of our food, and we need to change the standard of food acceptance, and protections that keep our water and air clean, right? The Congress is pushing legislation right now and would fast-track the Trans-Pacific Partnership. This is just talking about America. Secret agreement negotiated behind the door, closed door by government, bureaucrats, and more than 600 corporate lobbyists. Secret corporate lobbyists, ISDS, provision, right? And it threatens everything you care about. Democracy, job, and the environment, and the internet. This is this year's opinion. And the following is, I just picked up from Wikipedia, the general current status of the TPP. So this one is, they have more deep explained by video. We have the comment this one. This one is about 3 minutes, so I just read.
Right now, big banking, software, pharmaceutical and tobacco corporations are lobbying governments from 12 countries to negotiate the dirtiest deal you've never heard of. There's a reason you haven't heard of the TPP, or Trans-Pacific Partnership. There are some major corporations and government officials that don't want you to know what's in the deal. For one, our food safety standards, environmental protections, and local labour laws could all be threatened under the TPP. We could all be forced to pay significantly more for the medicines we need. And you could be fined, or even sent to jail, for downloading copyrighted content on the internet. How will they know if you do it? because your internet service providers could be required to watch your online activity. But that's not even the scariest part. The TPP could give corporations the power to sue our government in secret foreign tribunals over any law or regulation they claim affects their expected future profits. Don't believe it? It's already happening. Because of an investment agreement between Hong Kong and Australia, Philip Morris Tobacco Company is currently suing the Australian government for billions of dollars over its plain packaging legislation. If Australia signs on to the TPP, examples like this could become commonplace, as it may allow foreign corporations around the world to sue the government over a change to any law, including laws that provide cheap access to medicines or protect farmland from coal seam gas mining. This not only undermines our sovereignty, it also exposes taxpayer dollars to expensive lawsuits. Thankfully, not everyone is willing to sign on the dotted line just yet. In fact, most government officials still have no idea what we're even signing on to. For good reason. In the US, Democrats and Republicans are uniting to oppose a fast-tracking of the TPP, demanding open debates and negotiations instead, despite a powerful corporate lobby that wants their deal signed before the public has a chance to realize what's at stake. It's our job to make sure our elected officials unite in the same way, by standing up to overseas corporate interests and looking out for what's best for Australians. Here's the deal. Without a strong public outcry, politicians will only hear the concerns of multinational corporations. And once the TPP is signed, it's here forever. There's no expiration date, and it's almost impossible for governments to withdraw. This dirty deal has been deliberately branded as a free trade agreement. It's anything but free for people like you and me, and it's not really about trade. It could cost us our internet freedom, labour rights, access to affordable medicine, the safety of our food, and protections that keep our water and air clean. Nobody wants to be stuck with a backroom deal we don't want and never voted for.
So this one,
Find out more.
Actually, the summary of the against opinion. Major concern is ISDS. Also, there are more severe control of internet, and also he said food restriction means we need to allow the American food with more easy standard. European is very harsh, but European TTIP is the same problem they have. And